I'm watering my garden with some extra water for these beans. They're kind of almost ready to be picked, but I'm going to be going away for a week, so hopefully they're still good when I get back. Peppers are growing in nicely. Originally, the weather forecast was that we were going to get a bunch of rain while we were gone, but now, like 0.04 of an inch for the entire week. So, good luck to the garden. Well, I am taking a trip in my Model 3 rear-wheel drive, the 2023 with the LFP battery, down to... First, I'm visiting my brother-in-law on Long Island, and then I'm spending one night in a hotel in New Jersey, then going down to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware for a night, then going to Kitty Hawk on the Outer Banks of North Carolina for a few nights, and then the trip back will just be one shot all the way. That'll be a nice long one. But it'll be a fun trip. Hopefully all my plants, never seen green onions this big before. Hopefully they all survive with a lot of sun and no water all week. I think they'll be okay. Cucumbers, we had a great year for cucumbers, but they're almost wrapped up now. Well, we've been driving for about a half hour, and unfortunately it's raining. Just started a little while ago. Not supposed to rain a whole lot, so it shouldn't affect the drive too much. The biggest issue is all this traffic that we're going through. We're hoping by the time we get down here, it clears up some. I know there will be some traffic, but hopefully all the red clears up. It thinks that we're going to get to our first stop at 56%. If the traffic does clear up, I'm thinking that's going to be more like 45%. But going down to Long Island, and then from there we'll be going tonight down to a hotel in New Jersey near Philadelphia. We'll probably just have to charge once for like 5 minutes to make it to the hotel.
Vamos a aprovechar que no solo pa' dormir se hizo la noche. Te voy a llevar pa' la oscuridad, calladito que nadie lo note. Trae pa' caso que tiene allá apretadito, parece que va a estallar. Este bote en tu isla quieren callar, ya, ya. No te vayas, ya, dime ya. Si nos vamos antes que acabe esta botella. Se me está haciendo agua la boca, no es el whisky a la roca. Loco por probar tu piel, ese colorcito moca. Posa pa' mi lente que muy bien te enfoca. Las ganas que te tengo no son pocas. Te mueves de lado a lado, tú eres dulce como melao. Como Whitney tiene elevado, rezo al cielo si eres pecado. La noche comienza, tú aquí no has terminado. Enséñame hasta donde ti nadie ha llegado. Porque si así, así como camina, cocina, yo me como todo de ti, de ti. Regálame un canto que contigo yo quiero un trae pa' caso que tiene allá apretadito, parece que va a estallar. Este bote en tu isla quieren callar, ya, ya. No te vayas, ya, dime ya. Si nos vamos antes que acabe esta botella. Trae pa' caso que tiene allá apretadito, parece que va a estallar. Este bote en tu isla quieren callar.
The traffic really never cleared, so I ended up pretty high state of charge halfway through our trip. With a nice, oh, there's a cooler on the back seat, which makes it think there's a kid there. 191 watt hours per mile, so that's really good efficiency. And we just hit 12,000 miles on the nose on the odometer. Took 11 minutes off the initial ETA. I was hoping to take a lot more, and hopefully that's the worst traffic of our entire drive. To the Staybridge Suites Philadelphia in New Jersey. I think we'll get there at 12%. I'm sure it'll be a little bit lower than that if traffic really does stay away.
It gets lonely explaining myself just for you to forget it. Don't you know? Try, you just get me to stay. I don't know if we'll ever be on the same page. Make a move, tell me what you wanna do. Can you make a move? Oh, you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Made it to the hotel in New Jersey. 203 watt hours per mile. Pretty darn good for that mainly highway trip. Too bad the highway was kind of like a parking lot in some places. Went 238 miles and 31 miles left. So 269 miles is what it thinks we would have gotten. And tomorrow morning I'm going to charge up at a brand new charging station across the street. It'll be interesting. It's about 5:45 in the morning, and the hotel breakfast isn't until 6:30 in the morning, just kind of late. So instead of getting on the road and then charging up, I'm gonna head over to a charging station that's pretty brand new. It's only a few days old. I was gonna go to a charging station that is about 6 minutes from the hotel, but since this one opened, it's only 4 minutes from the hotel, and it seems pretty special to me, so let's go check it out. So it looks like I'm just pulling into a hotel. Let's see, the Grand... Oh, but what's this? So many. There's an iced charger. There are so many, including some handicap spots. Brand new version 4 dispensers. The cabinets here are version 3 still, so basically it's 3.5, but there are 40 version 4s here, and you can see a couple of them are out. That one there isn't lit up red, so it's out, but my goodness. And there's a water park here too. So I don't really have to park well, apparently, because, well, for one, there are 40, and there are 40 of 40 available, besides the 3 down and 1 that's iced. So 36 available upon arrival here. And look at this version 4 dispenser here. It's already a little weathered, even though it's brand new. Pull it out. It is a little heavier. It's a longer cable, so it is heavier. Let's see how the handshake time is here. Oh, that's like 3 seconds, much quicker than version 3. I'm at a pretty low state of charge here. Don't know why I had it on miles, but 11% state of charge. So we are getting maximum speed right away at 170 kilowatts. And it's already dropping. Probably if I came in at 0, I would have gotten 170 for longer. Yeah, since this is just really version 3.5, it's still the normal 250 kilowatt charging speed maximum. But since this is the rear-wheel drive, of course, I'm only getting maximum 170. And already way down. Probably going to charge to about 90% because I have a lot of driving to do today and then even more to do tomorrow. Alright, so I'm currently supercharging at a supercharger. If I navigate to the Ocean Glass Inn in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, it's saying that I should drive over to a supercharger and charge up there. But I'm already at one. Let's see. That's weird behavior. So it wants me to drive from here over to there. That is very weird. Maybe it thinks that one will be faster for me, but I don't know. I'm not going to unplug. I don't think I'll get any faster speeds since I'm already at 20% state of charge. But where I am going is actually I think I actually will need to put my destination in by selecting it. I'm going from pretty southern Jersey only over to Lewes Beach. Probably, I think it might be pronounced Lewis, but it really looks like Lewes to me. I'm going here. And it doesn't really look like a very good beach day. Maybe it'll be a little better down there. It is supposed to be thunderstorms throughout the day. Maybe I should just go to the indoor water park instead. That ride looks pretty good. No, I'm more of a beach person though. So I don't need to charge much more to get there, but oh, it thinks I should leave here even though I'm charging up and go to Wilmington, Delaware on the way to the beach. And yeah, I am getting slower speeds, but I'm just waiting for breakfast to open up. But since the weather is not going to be good, I'm sure I'm going to be driving around a lot. There are so many outlet malls I'll be going to. Tanger Surfside, Tanger Seaside, and then there's Bayside as well across the street from Seaside. 3 different outlet malls. That'll be a fun day. Now as I'm getting higher in the pack, I'm already at 66% So it went all the way down to 76 kilowatts. I've added 33 kilowatt hours, which is pretty good in a, I think it's 65 kilowatt hour battery pack. So I moved stalls just to see what would happen, and right away I did ramp up to 120 kilowatts. Now it is dropping fast. I was down to 62 kilowatts at the other stall after I'd been plugged in for maybe a half hour. But now, so I got an initial burst up to 120 and quickly dropped down. Now I'm back down to 60. I figured I wouldn't get any better, but it was interesting that when I first plugged in, I got that initial burst. So it doesn't seem like they have very many power cabinets. I have a few over here, but for a few over here and some over there, but for 40 stalls, seems like they would need more, but I don't really know. As I finish charging, I'm pulling out and I see they have this awesome array of solar panels covering parking spots for the water park. I wish the chargers themselves had solar panel canopies too, but that's awesome they have that. Coming up on the Clara Barton service area, the last service area in New Jersey to be remodeled. And it very recently opened along with the John Fenwick service area across the highway, the northbound side. So I figured I'd check to see the progress, if any, on the supercharger install. They might be running some cable for it or something over here. Looks nice and fancy. So everything is in the ground. It's just coned off. There's going to be 1 or 2 handicapped spots. No trailer spots, but there is a pull-in spot. I guess it could be a trailer if you block a few spots. Well, I pulled off the highway for a quick rest stop, and I saw a sign that said EV charging. I pulled up PlugShare, and sure enough, it's a free charger. I'm at the Smyrna, Delaware rest stop off of Route 1. It's a little bit off the highway for a rest stop, but if you go in around back towards the RV parking, there are 2 free chargers at the Smyrna rest area, and then there's an entrance to the rest stop from back here. I'm getting full charging for what the Model 3 rear-wheel drive could do. I'm not expecting to get much charge in the couple minutes I'm here, but hey, always be charging, right? And it's actually a NAX connector on this one. I had my adapter in my hand ready to go, but I picked the right one. This one is the J1772. So it's a nice little charging spot here while you use the bathroom. So right by the chargers, there's a dog walking area with some doggy bags. There's a picnic area over there. Plenty of garbage cans. There's another dog walk up front. So many amenities, as there should be at a rest stop. And of course, bathrooms. I give this free level 2 charging a 10 out of 10. I'd say this is one of the most beautiful rest stop I've ever been to. It's like I'm at a park in Savannah or something. Miniature Forsyth Park. I made it to Lewis Beach, or Lewis Beach as it's probably called. Don't have the entire drive as my current drive because it did stop to add 2 percentage points to the battery at the rest stop. So I used about 51 percentage points of the battery since I started at 90. Added 2. But here we are at the beach on a drizzly day. But see, there's a beautiful wind turbine not blowing right now, not turning. Since it's a rainy day, didn't stay long at the beach. But now we're doing some shopping at the Tanger Rehoboth Beach Surfside location. Each of these outlet malls has some sort of free charging available. So I might as well charge up here. Wow, I'm getting 8 kilowatts. That's really good. A full, 239 volts. Nice. Getting a really good power. So, gonna do some outlet mall shopping. It's great that they have these free chargers. There's nothing you have to do, just plug in. You just have to hit start. Not even sure what brand they are, but it's nice. It shows you how much energy you've consumed, and it's free. 7.89 kilowatts. I really wish that Tesla showed at least 1 decimal point. I love that it's 2 decimal points here. But we have an Aria charging, a Model Y, and my Model 3. And now I'm at the Tanger Outlet Seaside, and I'm getting even more power, 245 volts. It's awesome. And I was a little concerned pulling in because it's incredibly crowded. There weren't really any parking spots around. The only parking spot was one EV spot, and it's all roped off for this Genie. Not sure what is up there. It's a power cabinet, maybe? A Volta charging station. It looks like they're going to install a level 2 charger. And I'm not sure what all that is up there. More of the same, maybe? I don't know why they had to block off some in order to do it. But this one's working. And it's the same screen as at the other location. Getting 8.04 kilowatts. This is an amazingly good charger. And now I'm at Seaside charging up. It's not as fast as the other ones, but it's still pretty good that it's free. And there's also a Jeep charging up. And these are Voltas. They're working. It's very nice that they have these. I think they have 6 of these here. And that one is working too. Camera. Just record the whole thing. Does. Because always be charging.
I don't see a charger anywhere.
Might be a Ford charging at one of them. F-150 Lightning charging.
Ah, Tesla chargers.
Ah, there's one available. I hope. And now I'm at Dogfish Head Brewing Company. And we have a Ford F-150 Lightning, a Model Y, and my Model 3 charging. And they have their, it's three, I guess 2 Tesla destination chargers and 1 Clipper Creek J1772. And they have their charging stations nicely labeled. Turned down for what? It's the electric boogie woogie. And I believe this one says, I thought they had something that said like Electric Avenue, but I cannot see what that one says. There's a question mark. It must be, can I get a what? Now we're going over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, which is a 17.25 mile long bridge slash tunnel. It's going to be some very nice views despite the cloudy weather. We're going from Rehoboth Beach down to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, getting a good 214 watt hours per mile on this leg so far. A couple hours into the drive, we're going to be stopping in Chesapeake, Virginia to make it the rest of the drive. We're going to be getting there at 31% state of charge, which is awfully high, but it doesn't seem like there are many superchargers in rural Virginia after the Hampton Roads area.
Recording. Tiger ahead.
We're going into the second tunnel. There's some construction going on apparently, making it a 1-lane, well, just a 2-lane tunnel. So it's a little tight. Here we go, going down. All alone down here.
I think it's from the lake. That truck totally just fits. Holy cow.
Tight to the top. And the sides. Back up we go. Good thing there isn't much traffic to speak of. Back to the bridge part with much better views out here. I'm at the supercharger in Chesapeake, Virginia. Got a couple Model 3s, an X, and a Rivian R1S. Charge it up. Let's see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 spots left. So unfortunately the Rivian did have to block a spot, but that's fine because there was no other option for him. It's cool, he has the adapter. So just only had time to run in and use the bathroom. And it already says we have enough to continue our trip. But let's see, we were gonna go to, only have an hour and 17 minutes left on the drive, going to the Outer Banks Brewing Company. They have a really cool setup there. I'll show you. But they only open at 11:30. We're going to get down there at 11 if we left now. So I'll continue charging some more. But there's an ice cream place right around here. Don't know what it's called. It opens at 11, so I might get ice cream before going to lunch. Alright, we got more than enough charge to get to our destination because we'll be driving around a lot today. And we did decide to go to Kill Devil's Frozen Custard shop. We're going to have dessert before lunch. Just because that opens at 11 and the brewery opens at 11:30. It was a very nice, easy charge stop. Super quick, just a bathroom stop pretty much. And now we're going to stay on this road. Little residential road apparently. For 61 more miles, and then our destination's on the right. Probably going to be quite the efficient drive. Our entire trip so far, it's been 597 miles at 212 watt hours per mile.
Whoa, look at that one.
That one, a cool one. It's not even on the map.
H2OBX Water Park.
But it didn't make the Tesla map. Crossing the bridge from the mainland out to the Outer Banks. Play miniature golf there. It looks like rhino poop.
There's a lot more stuff than I thought it would be. It's such a bigger town.
Yeah, like a Lowe's.
Yeah. And a Target, like a super Target.
We're at the beach.
Is there an Aldi? I didn't go up when I searched for grocery stores. Or a Lidl? I don't know.
The ocean's over there somewhere.
I can see it out there. I can't see the ocean, but you can see the beach. Wright Brothers.
We've sure done a lot of Wright Brothers stuff.
It's up there.
I'm here now at the Outer Banks Brewing Station, and they have an awesome giant wind turbine. That generates a good portion of the power that they use here at the brewery. They save about $200 a month on their power bill because of the wind turbine. It doesn't generate 100% of their power, but it's a good amount. So right now, I am charging up at the brewery. They have a Clipper Creek and 2 Tesla chargers. So I'm powering up on wind power right now while I fuel myself up on some nice brewery food and some awesome beer. Had a good lunch, just charging up. It's just getting 199 volts, so just 6 kilowatts. But it's nice, it's free. Had like a 45-minute meal. We got getting a free charge the whole time. Can't beat that. World's Longest Pee, Deer Edition. It's been going for a couple minutes. There he goes. Much lighter now. Joining his friends.
Lost a gallon. Oh, baby.
Been driving around a whole lot since I last charged up at the Outer Banks Brewery. With the air conditioning blasting a lot. So since last charge it's been 85 miles. 244 watt hours per mile. So I'm stopped at this version 2 supercharger. It's the only one in the area. Well, it's really conveniently located for where we're going to next, but I do have it alone, so I won't be splitting any power with anyone. Version 2 is fine for the Model 3 rear-wheel drive anyway. Let's see what I'm pulling right now. 142 kilowatts, which, yeah, I probably could do a little better at a version 3 or 4, but that's quite alright. So the supercharger is right over by the Harris Teeter sign, back a little bit. You can't see it from here beyond the Dollar Tree, but it's a short walk over to Biscuits and Porn, a biscuit place at a gas station. It's supposed to be one of the best. So I've added 41 kilowatt hours. It's free thanks to a couple of referrals I got. So that'll be good enough for now. Now I'm here at Jockey Ridge State Park in Nags Head, North Carolina. They have 2 free ChargePoint chargers. All you do is take your ChargePoint card and tap it there to authorize, and it's completely free. I'm getting 6.9 kilowatts right now. It was 7.2 at one point, but still really good that it's free. And it's a great little state park. there's a frog trying to get in the car.
It was in between there when I opened the door.
It got in between the door panel and the door.
You get it out.
Little froggy trying to get in the car. Just scoot him away. Come on, froggy, keep on going. You're not supposed to be in the car. I have to close the door. Don't want to touch you. Got it. He's trying to get in the car. He can fit in the gap there. Tesla needs to fix the panel gaps, I guess. How many other frogs are getting in the car? Go, go. Leaving the Outer Banks with 95% state of charge. So far we've done 843 miles. It wants us to go to the Exmoor, Virginia charging station as the first stop. It says we'll get there at 50% state of charge. So I think we could go to one a little further up in, I think, Salisbury. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully there's no traffic. I charged at Wawa. Made it to the supercharger easily in about maybe 3.5 hours, if that. To version 3, so it's a quick handshake there. We could even, at Wawa, you could use the Wawa app to order your food, and they'll put it, you put in your charger stall 1B, and they'll bring out the food. But I mean, Wawa's right there. And that leg of the trip did 3 hours and 28 minutes. Did 207 miles at 217 watt hours per mile. That's well over it's over 4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is very good. Let's see, I'm getting 157 kilowatts at 19%. I plugged in at 14%. I tried to work it down to a lower number, but that's all I could do with the traffic flow. It says I don't have to charge very much at all to get to the next charger in Newcastle, Delaware, which that actually looks like a pretty good plan, to go to Newcastle and then charge up in New Jersey to then be able to make it home. They're estimating 12% if I follow this plan. I'm sure I'll be going a bit faster than they think on the New Jersey Turnpike, hopefully. So I'll charge a little bit more, because I'm not going to be getting 217 watt hours per mile. Hopefully it's around 260, maybe 250. We got a Maryland license plate that says boobies.
Been around the world, I've seen a lot of hot stuff, but nothing beats the journey, not even the money. Bless my mind, I fell in love with all the art. I paid my world's a part of my journey. You can't take it from me. My life, I'm in the driver's seat. Nobody can take my spot. Keep pushing, don't ever quit. Been dreaming right from the start. I get to write it. It's my movie, I'm the one who decides it. Those nights when I have no light in the crib, young king still visualize it. Every day I choose who I want to be. Sometimes we break the rules, cause we all got to be free.
Brexit. Setbacks and gasoline for my jetpack. Bounce back every time it's excited. Been around the world, I've seen a lot of hot stuff, but nothing beats the journey, not even the money. Bless my mind, I fell in love with all the heart. I paid my world's a part of my journey. You can't take it from me. I'm in the driver's seat. Ay, automatic, yeah. Push through the madness to the magic, yeah. I don't really have no tactics. I just believe that the universe planned it. The yin and yang, that's the way things go. Up and down just to watch me flow. Anywhere me go, them I let me know. It's a freaking sold out show. Every day I choose who I want to be. Sometimes we break the rules, cause we all got to be free. Got to protect it. It's my movie, I'm the one who directs it. Setbacks and gasoline for my jetpack. Bounce back every time it's excited.
Getting off for the Newcastle, Delaware supercharger. We're going to arrive with 21% state of charge. So did overcharge a bit at the last stop, but really just had time to use the bathroom and switch drivers. So we'll charge up here enough to make it to northern Jersey, maybe into Connecticut. We'll have to see what the best route is. We're going to the Royal Farms.
I see it.
Every stall is open. One handicap stall, no trailer stalls. There's a pull-in one.
I confused the guy.
Weird, he was confused because clearly going into the charger.
He will.
Not everyone knows. At least no one got run over. It's only a 101 mile drive there with better than 5 miles per kilowatt hour. A lot of stoplights. And since it's a version 3 charger, it was a super fast handshake. And let's see, pulling 170 kilowatts right off the bat at 22%. That's pretty good. That's pretty much the most it could do. I'm sure that will drop pretty hard. I'll have to see where it wants me to go to East Rutherford, New Jersey. Which I was hoping that there'd be a rest stop that has chargers, but it doesn't look like northern New Jersey, especially on the, we might want to take the Garden State Parkway up to the Mario Cuomo Bridge, because the George Washington Bridge, let's see, is red. It's always red, and there's some dark red, so might not want to go that way. But then along the Garden State Parkway, it doesn't look like there's anything good to charge at. I could go up the Garden State over the Cuomo Bridge I could go up to Brewster or Danbury. I'll have to see if the Brewster charger oh, that's just silly. I don't want to stop there. How do I remove all charging stops? I want to see where it would put me there at negative. So now it's saying I have enough to make it to Brewster right now at 31%. That does not sound right at all. I'm gonna have to check that out because there's no way 83 miles left. That's 183 miles, so I'm gonna have to see what I have to charge up to. I decided that the best way to go would be to go over the Mario Cuomo Bridge, formerly Tappan Zee Bridge, instead of the George Washington, because the George Washington has a lot of traffic on it right now and only growing. So I'm going to go up to the Terrytown Supercharger. It is a version 2, but since it's rear-wheel drive Model 3, it doesn't do much more than that anyway. More than 150 kilowatts anyway. So, be headed out any second now. I made it to the Terryville Supercharger, which is just over the Mario Cuomo Bridge, and I got here with 21% on my battery. I tried to go fast and use more, but the flow of traffic, even though it was going really fast, a lot of places I didn't use much more. I had a good 214 watt hours per mile. Wow. The only problem is that we are now at a version 2 charger and it's absolutely packed. I don't know why I'm getting 0 kilowatts. What is going on? Is this charger down?
Everybody else probably left here going, well, this is terrible, I'm never coming back here.
So when I got to the Terrytown supercharger, it was absolutely full. Every stall was taken but one, and that one was not functional. 2 of them are down, but now it's pretty empty.